All right. Starting in about 3 minutes. If you're watching this after the fact, just go ahead and skip ahead. Oh, there's a lot to do on this unscheduled Skydude live stream tonight. Tell you all about it in just a minute. My lack of knowledge is becoming an impediment. After being pecked by a radioactive bird, a somewhat mannered T-Tide Hill was compelled to become Kineas, the Skydude. All right, thank you for tuning in. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space itself. An unscheduled weekend live stream, but my plans went all awry this weekend. Anyway, I've been having a dickens of a time, I tell you, with the 737. And the last live stream on, well, I think I've got this solved. Let me show you some workarounds and so you have a good score and blah, blah, blah. And it all went straight to heck. And just blew up in my face. I mean, best intentions. And some of it worked, but most of it didn't. And I still ended up descending into madness. So I've been watching lots and lots of videos in the last 24 hours, and I don't feel so bad because so many people are having the same problems that I am. They start out all confident, hey, okay, do this, do that, and then all of a sudden, what? Hey, what's going on here? Right? Okay, so I found one gentleman earlier today whose video, I was like, aha, I think we've got it. Now, I'm not making any promises whatsoever. This is mostly going to be for training. I'm still going to do it in career because if I'm going to make a mistake at this point, I'm going to make a mistake. It's been last night, or the last one, took a pretty big hit on my reputation. So we're down below B again. But, you know, if I'm going to invest the time, I want to make the credits. And if I screw up, I screw up. You know, that's just the way it is. Okay. All right. So let's find ourselves a 737 job. We ended up in Mexico last night. That was off stream. Anyway, I'm going to tell you everything that I'm going to be going over here in just a second. Hang on. All the list of things I want to accomplish during this stream. Pretty big list. Oh, I hope we have better luck tonight than last night. Click the filters. Aircraft model 737 MAX. I was telling Christine my problems earlier. I'm like, I'm going to do a live stream on this. The 737 is giving me so many problems. She's like, isn't that the plane everybody's crashing? Yeah, actually, for a while there was making a lot of news. You know, I seem to find that we're all having some problems with it. Okay, so we've got a job here. Is that the only one nearby? That's it? I guess we have no choice. We will take it. 2 hours? Nah, that's not a problem. Okay. All right, so some things I want to accomplish. And some of the list of things that I want to accomplish on this particular live stream are going to be okay. Last time we tried changing cruise altitude in the EFB. That helped a little bit. Trying to understand the FMC more with regards to Init performance. Tried. But I still don't think that was the area that we're having problems with. Asking air traffic control for lower cruise altitudes, modifying the approach, SIDS and stars to have additional waypoints, modifying the flight plan in general to add additional waypoints to give you some more lead-in time before your approach. Okay, so some things I really want to focus on tonight, though. What airliner information is not auto-populating in the FMC from the EFB in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Avoiding overspeeding and takeoff and descent, getting takeoff and landing Vspeeds to populate in the FMC, understanding the N1 limiter, the relationship between the FMC Speed Inputs, Autothrottle, Flight Director, VNAV, and Autopilot, the TOGA button for autothrottle during takeoff, FMC Descent, Vspeed Inputs, activating VNAV button for descending, and not overshooting the runway on approach. That's been the biggest maddening thing. Now, I can do all of this manually, and I can fly the plane manually. And, you know, probably avoid all these problems I'm having. But that's not the point. The point is to fly this thing like a pro. Right? I mean, you can only be a hack for so long. Okay? So let me go ahead and accept this mission. Then we're going to jump into the FMC. And, well, I got a lot to show you. And I got a lot to try to work out. Man, she's been a nightmare. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you if you're stopping in. Hey, please, I see a lot of people stop in, even just for a minute or two. Like, oh, that's that guy again. But you are stopping in, and I really appreciate it. But please, if you're going to stop in, please hit the like button. It makes all the difference in the world. And I could really use your support, right? I really don't ask for donations. If you want to buy anything off the product page, like Microsoft Flight Simulator, one of the 2024 versions, or a joystick or something, that'd help. There's Super Chat, but I don't normally like asking for donations, right? It's not a big deal. But I could really use you hitting that like button. That's as good as gold. Okay. All right. Let's jump in and hit fly, and then we're going to do some looking at the EFB. And, well, we can look at it here. We're going to be looking at it a lot once we get back in there. Okay, the first thing I want to do is check the cruising altitude. 41,000 feet. Well, the first things we can do is by maybe hitting auto and see if it brings us down any lower. 410, turn it off. There's 3.9. Let's try, without looking at SkyVector or looking at any flight chart maps. Let's see if we're good at 20,000. Okay. I think that's all I want to do out here. We do want to look at our approach. It is an ILS approach, but they're doing it direct. Okay, so usually when they do it direct, well, I don't even see our route at all right now. Can't be that short. That's weird. I don't see the flight plan at all. Oh, here it is. Wow. It's this huge emptiness between here and there. That's unusual. See that? Just nothing really to connect us to here. And then when they get us to here, where are they going to be coming in from this direction? Let's see here. Coming in TGZ06. So it looks like they're connecting us here. Oh, that's missed approach. 10 TGZ. Okay. So that's connecting here. That's weird. So we're going to have to fly way south and then come back up. Okay. So that may not give us enough lead in. So let's look at other approaches, see if we have any options. No, the only one they have that they want us to use at the moment is that direct from TGZ. No, let's go TGZ. Wish it wouldn't zoom out on us. So in TGZ, they still don't give us a whole lot of this doesn't make much sense. Okay, so we come into here. Then we go to R131J. R31J. Then come over to 10 TGZ. To ITGZ6. And then down to the runway. Okay. I wonder if, let's see if we can add a waypoint way out here somewhere. There's nothing. That's why there's just nothing in between. Try to add this as a waypoint. As a waypoint. As a waypoint. Okay. Try to add this to the flight plan as a waypoint before MMVE. Didn't really work right. Move from the flight plan. Wow. Let's try to change our departure, see if they give us any options. Direct. Ebro 1. No, that takes us east. Oh, west, I'm sorry. West. Southwest. That one's better. At least it gets us going in the right direction. So Emery one, and let's check this. The other ones. No. No. I liked that other one so far. Kelv. That's not so bad. That's not bad either. Kelv, Lunk, and this last one here. No. That one seems pretty good. We take off, do a couple of turns, and we start heading south. Let's change the procedure to that. Great. And you see how it kind of hooked everything up there. Okay. Let me send everything over to air traffic control and avionics. And now let's get into the thing. Thank you. Okay, some things I didn't do last time, and I don't normally do, just usually don't have to. But that is ground services unavailable. Really? Just skipping ahead to taxi. All right, well, I was going to go through the startup procedure checklist, but it's already moving us to taxi. And it's starting the engines. I was going to go through the checklist and start all the engines and try to do everything properly. That's not what you're working on tonight, Kenny. You got to work on. You got more important things to do. All right, let's acknowledge that. What did she say? Contacts on 118. What? Dang it. Contact 1181. Contact them when we're ready. We're not ready. Okay. But we got that frequency set. If you need to know where your comms are, on deck right here. All right. Okay. Now, in the past, you didn't have to have this kind of knowledge or do anything like this, what I'm about to do. Usually everything that it sets you up with in the EFB is sufficient. Once you hit send to air traffic control and avionics, just by setting it up this way, it should auto-populate everything you need to do this flight. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that it's doing that whatsoever. Okay? And that it will definitely require you to pretty much fly the whole flight manually if you don't learn how to do these things. Anyway, it's all good experience. All right, so one of the things that I've been having a problem with is overspeeding. And that's understanding setting your V speeds in here and your N1 speed. Okay, your N1 speed on your autopilot deck here is your climb speed. Should say climb speed button N1. So coming down here to an Init ref, and there are things that we need to get to for our, well, here's N1 limit. All right, so what these are options for you to have full power to your engines, pretty much, medium power and low power. On this side, we're supposed to have an, I don't think we need the outside air temperature. And then climbing, options for climbing power. I'm going to leave it as it is. I just going to want it to go full power at the moment. All right. Come back here. Okay, it says fuel 19.9. We need to come down here to the aircraft, to aircraft information or flight performance. There's the center of gravity. Go back. Aircraft information. No, that's not what I want. Well, this is a little bit, again, it's always something a little bit different from there. This is really what I want here. This is the screen I wanted. Mass and balance. So I'm supposed to come into here into total mass. Here's our empty. Our payload, our 0 fuel weight. So 108,360, let's start with that one. That one's right here. Oh, but he did it in points, like 3.2. Oh my. How do you put that in there then? Well, let's go 108.3, see if that works. Oops. Okay, 108.3. The cost index. Okay, this has to do with, one way they put it was, are you running late or are you taking off early? What does that mean? It means that the higher the number, the more power you use, you just need to get out of there in a hurry and use fuel power and use as much fuel as you can. Or you're going to take off relatively slowly. All right, so the numbers that I've been seeing people put in there for most fuel, most max power is 50, as low as 30s. So I'm going to go ahead. There are ways to get proper versions. So like if you use Simbri for other programs, they can give you, precise information. I'm just at least trying to get my head around it all tonight. And through osmosis, it'll eventually come. But right now, I'm just going to put that. Now, the reserves, what did he say? I don't know. What the heck did he say? He said, like, I want to say like 3.8. Fuel. Let's see if we go back to fuel. Do we have anything for reserves? Our flight level, we want 20,000. So flight level 20. Okay. Let's just try 20,000. Flight level 200. Okay. Trans alt, I don't know. Now, I don't think we can get our Vspeeds without weights and fuel. Hopefully that we've already kind of solved some of that. Let's see here. We need 5% flaps. Again, if you're using SimBrief and other things, based on the weight and the information that you entered, it could change. But they're saying just generally it's 5% flaps. Good. So adding in the last information that we added with our fuel, we now have Vspeeds. I've been having a dickens of a time getting these Vspeeds to just auto-populate with the proper numbers. The computer needs this information. And I think this is a lot of the problem I've been having with on takeoff and overspeeding is it's not the vertical navigation hasn't had any information in to use. So now I see 123, 125, and 138. So that's like V1 rotate. This is your takeoff and I think your climb speed. Okay. Where was that center of gravity at? Center of gravity 6.0. Center of gravity, it says 31%. GW cruise. I see. Forward MAC 6%. That's 6% there. Okay. Now, what about the departure VNAVs? The arrival VNAVs, Vspeeds, flight level 20,000, target speed 200. I'm N1. Already got that. Okay, runway wind. That is, I don't think that was here. Information all over the place. Runway wind, runway 29. Weather. 3 knots at 290. Let's try this. 290. 003. Runway 29 at 3. Dry conditions. There's a slope. Runway 29. Is this the arrival runway? No, this is Salt Lake. I don't even see a runway 29. Can't be. It's got to be the wrong. What? Okay. That's different. I somehow or another pulled up the wrong airport. I don't know why I was pulling up Salt Lake. It says 290 at 7 knots. Where was that darn runway information? It had. I saw him use it earlier. General. There is someplace in here. Passengers. Man, I hate being in charge of people's lives, even virtually. Let's go with 50. This was our reserve fuel, contingency fuel, 350 pounds. They want to put it in decimals. Well, I'll have to look on that, on how to enter that properly. We're getting there, though. I don't see anything about slopes out here. Well, that's something I'm going to have to look into. There's a way to enter that this information, that glide slope, the slope of the runway. Oh, I swore it was down. No, it can't be. Oh, well. Sell oat. $30 degrees? That wouldn't work. 1018. Nope. Maybe it has to be 1018/30. Nope. I'm just double checking things here. If there's any screens that I'm... Just the cell oat. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm going to try to look that up. The selected outside temperature is a setting that helps manage engine thrust performance, especially in high altitude condition. Allows the pilot to set a temperature that the aircraft computer uses to calculate takeoff speed and engine performance. For a comprehensive guide using the EFB understanding sellout, you can refer to the EFB quick guide available online. That's not going to help right now. Zooming out on my range. Zoom out some more. So take off, then it's going to spin back around and start heading south. Okay. So if... No, I know I'm missing something. We want 20,000 feet. Step size, oh, it's not giving me a auto 250 200. Cost index, I put in 50. Fuel bias, I don't know. Descent target FPA. This is probably something that's important. Descent target, what is descent target FPA? Whether you're preparing for a managed descent or setting up an ILS approach, this guide helps you master a realistic blah, 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 blah. Descent calculator. The EFB descent calculator is an application designed for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yikes. Nothing. Climb speed schedule. 280 knots, MO6. Climb. Yes, this is where we've been running into trouble. Climb altitude speed limit, 250 knots, under 10,000 feet. That's what we need. Okay, that's important. Cruise, CAS, 280, descent, CAS, 280, 240 knots, under 10,000 feet. All right, well, I'm hoping we're good now. I'm all timid after last night. Like, darn it. All right. So I said I wanted to understand the relationship between the FMC and managing the climb speeds. And one of the things I wasn't doing is understanding this button here. The auto takeoff and go around Is it available? Auto take off and go around. Whoa. Okay, so it does push. Please tell me I'm not moving. Good. Something's happening. I hear something clicking. See if there's anything up here that... Okay, good. TOGA. Some other things I can check real quick here are our approach runway information, approach information. Runway 33. We need this frequency, 109.7. Need that to be active. Core setting is going to be coming in from this direction. It's going to be 327. .327 there, enter over here. Both flight directors are supposed to be on. On. Auto throttle is supposed to be on. LNAV and VNAV, I believe, are supposed to be on. But you can't turn your autopilot on until after like 450 feet. Flaps are in the right position at 5 degrees, 5%, whatever. Our ATC needs to be set to TARA. Already set? No, TARA. Okay. Our descent is down to, we need to be at 4,300 feet by D89 ITGZ. 3,400. VNAV at glide level at GL 710 7 to GL 710. I don't know what GL 710 is. GL 710, I see right there. 7,800 feet, 220 knots. Man, then it speeds up. Trying to find our top of descent. That's something that I've been missing, is trying to find out where that point is. L710. See, these altitudes were going higher. Okay, MMVE. We'll just say MMVE is going to be our top of descent. We should come down there. Don't know how to activate that though. Well, we'll see what it's going to do. All right, that's enough messing around. I'm hoping this now is proper and it handles the climb on out. What's going on here? What's going on graphically? Whoa. Uh-oh. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, so the mic's working, but now the Microsoft... You're not hearing... the audio. There it is.
Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89
All right, you're hearing it now. Yeah.
Cleared for takeoff runway 29 left. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree. To all passengers, please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your seats and table trays in the upright position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
$20,000 feet. This is another button I don't fully understand yet. Speed intervention, but we're going to be needing it. Whoa, come on, turn. We'll let the engines throttle up. Pardon the beeping. Is that TOGA button still set? TOGA. It's pressing stuff. It's pressing stuff on the MCD, the FMC on the other side. TOGA. Engine 1 TOGA. TOGA set. Engine 2 TOGA. I don't know what the difference is between these. Sets the TOGA position for engine 1. Gauges the TOGA setting for engine 2. Push. Let's try this. All right, so did a push for engine 1 and engine 2. The hell? Toggle the brakes somehow. So it's supposed to be handling the throttle and our takeoff speed. And is supposed to prevent us from overspeeding on takeoff. It's 90 knots. No VSPD, no V. There's 125. Yikes, come on now. The landing gear up. Yikes, what's that rattling? What the hell is that noise? Let's start lowering our flaps.
Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree contact Guadalajara departure on 128.9er. Good day.
It's not the speed brake. Well, stop making noise. Okay, we're at 6,000 feet. Let us now.
Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree, did you copy?
What? Worst time to talk to me.
128.9er for Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree.
LNAV. Both autopilots are on.
Guadalajara departure. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree is passing 6,900 climbing flight level 410.
Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree, Guadalajara departure. Altimeter 299er2 radar contact. Continue to GL 710.
It should be climbing.
Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Okay. Alright, let's bring up our flaps all the way. Well, there's 2.
Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree. Acknowledge last transmission.
Keep speed not above 220 knots. Kid Mike Alpha, Echo 89 tree.
Okay. Well, we're losing speed. Why? I don't know. I shouldn't be messing with the speed at all. The computer should be handling it. VNAV should be on and handling it. And it's N1. It's climbing. And we're climbing, so that's great. Doing good so far. Yeah, if I haven't mentioned it, if I'm not following you and you need another subscriber, whether you've got any content out there or not yet, it's all good. Just go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will follow you back, or jump into the chat room and say hi or say something. And that's the best way to do this, because if you say anything in the chat room, it gives me 3 dots next to your name or your post, and I can click that and immediately go to channel and go right to your channel and hit subscribe, and it'll be done with. I don't have to wait for YouTube to inform me at some point in the future that you've subscribed, and then allow me to click the subscribe back button. So makes it easier for both of us. Just come in and say hi. Don't be a stranger, please, especially on a Saturday night. What are you thinking? Oh no, it went above 250. It didn't do it. But we're above 10,000 feet. What did we not do? What did we not do? What did we not do? Set that over there. Set it to standard. I think that was the problem last time.
Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree, contact Mexico Center on 12.3.0. Good day.
We're supposed to be at 12,000. We're supposed to be doing... Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It's supposed to be holding at these altitudes. 7, 12, maybe not.
Mike Alpha
I don't know.
89 tree, did you copy?
Gonna have to watch a couple more videos.
123.0. Mike Alpha,
there's a way to make it step and like stop at 7 to 8 and then pause and then, but maybe not. Maybe this is right,
Echo 89
because it's gonna try to get us up to 20.
100 climbing flight level 410.
We don't want 410.
Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree, Mexico Center, altimeter 29992, radar contact, continue to GL 726.
Okay, so despite putting in our own cruise altitudes, which we did check, it's still telling us where is it now? Trip cruise, flight level. So that still says 460. Light. Well, what is the other one? Trip and cruise. Light level 200. Light level. Dang you. Come on now. flight level 200 / flight level 200. Invalid entry. So it doesn't change that one. That's a deep crater. Look at that. My goodness. And no bridges. You got to go down into the valley, baby. Man, that's a large valley.
Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Please expedite your climb, flight level 410.
Okay, so we're going to try to tell, we don't want that. We want to come down 10,000.
Mexico Center, Kim Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Request 11,000.
What? No.
Mike Alpha,
No.
Echo 891 tree. Descend and maintain 11,000.
Descend and maintain 11,000. Kin Mike Alpha.
Yikes.
Echo 891.
It took it from where we were at, I think.
Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
That's better.
Climb and maintain flight level
21,000.
210. Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree.
VNAV turned off. Ah. All right. Grab my coffee here. Cheers! Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. I see 11 people stopped in, but nobody said hi. That's a bummer.
Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Contact Mexico Center on 126.0. Good day.
Going to 126.0. Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Mexico Center, Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Flight level 210.
Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Mexico Center, radar contact continue to Longku.
Okay, so we're at 21,000, so let's go back to VNAV. and then all the way to MMV, then that discontinuity, and then to TGZ. So let's knock the discontinuity out. Move it up. No, don't want it. Really? That's interesting. Interesting. We got to clear this somehow. Or when we get to MMVE, that's a long ways away. But either way, we need to get this knocked out. Or when we get there, move over to the approach somehow. TGT. Route discontinuity. I hear you. Oh, turn off our landing lights are off. Continuous. What I'm worried about is when I get to my top of descent and I decide to start coming down. Maybe I can call them and let them bring me down. It's now supposed to be 21,000. It's 7,000. We found the sweet, quiet spot between the fuselage and the engine. So we're good for a few minutes. Oh, no internal? That's too bad. It's always neat to have that window seat available in some of the other aircraft. And you can fake it and put the camera inside, but you can't lock it. So you're constantly bouncing around. Yeah, please close that. Yeah, it's getting chilly. Steam just scared the dickens out of me. Okay.
Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree. Contact Mexico Center on 125.1. Good day.
One 125.1 for Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree. Mexico Center, Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree. Flight level 210.
Kin Mike Alpha Echo 89 tree. Mexico Center, radar contact continue.
Very good, very good. Still can't get rid of that discontinuity. I don't know what this means. Descent forecast uplink ready. The new one. We can just put something else in there. TLC. E. EBC. And then it's still puts in the discontinuity. Okay, cool. All right, so I put in another. It should have updated. It did not. It should have put us to PBC. No. No. Let's try to remove it. Well, it's doing it in the computer anyway. It says MMVE to PBC. MMVE. Oh no, that's not what we want. Trying to remove PBC now here, and now I'm not getting it. And there we go. Nothing, huh? No waypoints at all. Oh yeah. Have to zoom down and lower.
Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Oh no, it's turning around. Oh, what the hell did I just do? Plane is turning around and going back to GL 710.
Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Please acknowledge.
Oh my goodness.
Keep speed not above 220 knots. Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree.
And we need to clear these. Clear. What? So it should be turning back around now. Going back to PPC. That was weird. See if they'll let me come down a little bit. Ooh, but I don't know the height of that peak straight ahead of us. Maybe I should wait till we pass that. I didn't pull up my maps. We're probably gonna skirt through, but I don't want to press my luck. Doing, good so far, relatively speaking, compared to the last few episodes, the last few flights. Man, it's unrelated. I love following some of you people on Twitter. I know we still call it Twitter, on X. You're just some of the greatest people ever. Ugh. I should probably put the frequencies in the other deck. 1097. 1157 is the VOR on the runway. One 157. Descent altitude set the desired altitude descent on the selector. Fasten seatbelts. Turn on the fasten seatbelt light below 15,000. Landing lights. Turn on the landing lights below 10,000. UNH set. Approach altitude set. Speed VAP. Well, what I'm hoping is on the descent, we can get it to manage some of that stuff for us, which would be ideal. That's what we want. Is we don't want to have to muck. I don't want to have to muck with anything once we get in the air, as far as vertical navigation and lateral navigation, and I want it to handle all the speeds through the entire process. I would rather not have to do anything manually as much as possible. That's the ultimate goal. I wonder if that dot actually at MMVE, the circle there on the path, actually does mean top of descent. I need to really figure out how to make sure that that is set right. Yeah, 20,000 to 7. I would love to figure out how to make this handle that properly. More peaks ahead. Hey, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe. It goes a long way. Wish a simmer some good luck. Bum, bum, bum. Pretty tall buildings there. Big shout out to David Robertson, Atlas Commander 596, and Nigel Newsom. I've been checking out Atlas Commander. He's starting his career. Just starting like day 5, day 6 in his career. Got my fingers crossed for you, Captain. Good luck, sir. He says he's going to be getting his mic hooked up and start talking to us on his live streams now. That's good. I am going to turn down the sound a little bit. Is the engine noise. I haven't picked up anything new. They haven't really been putting out a whole lot of new music in the creator music area of YouTube. I will check again tomorrow, try to get us some new music for next week. Still running on the ones I picked up recently. Audio Hertz, Mission to Mars, Audionautics Atlantis, Audionautics Seductress Dubstep, Smooth Sailing with Guitar. You know what I need to do? Let's go make sure those are set. Wait. When I changed them all. Well, that is a tall peak. So I've been adjusting my SEO information. And that is, but in doing so, I accidentally blew up my music credits. And I have to make sure that those are done right, or you can run into some problems. Creator music. Always something. How are we doing? MMWB. Okay. All right, so we have a few minutes still. So let me go ahead and try to get these music credits squared away. Okay.
Captain, we're ready to serve lunch. Request permission to begin in-flight service.
Well, it's a little late, but...
Good afternoon to all passengers. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Carol Lifa. Welcome aboard flight 8913, inbound to Ignacio, Allende. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 13,700 feet and at an airspeed of 300 knots. It's 3:18 p.m. We anticipate a comfortable flight in spite of some mild turbulence. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
We're 21,000 feet.
Mexico Center, Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Request 14,000.
Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Descend and maintain 14,000. Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Please acknowledge.
So that doesn't do it.
And maintain 14,000. Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Maintain present altitude. Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Did you hear my last transmission?
Maintain present altitude.
Man, they don't give us enough time to respond.
901 tree.
Now they're not giving me altitudes. Why aren't they giving me the altitudes now? It's very strange.
Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree, contact Mexico Center on 128.0. Good day.
Going to 128.0. Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Mexico Center, Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Flight level 210.
Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Mexico Center, radar contact continue.
Mexico Center, Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Request 4,000.
No.
Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Request denied.
It sees us at 14,000 feet.
Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. You are 600 below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
Dang it.
Climb and maintain flight level 210. Ken Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree.
Mm, 80 miles. Okay. Well, I got 3 of the music things set up in my notes, right? These are short ones. Audio Hurts, Mission to Mars. Audionautics, Atlantis. Yeah, that's interesting. Man, try to navigate that on a boat. I wouldn't want to be the map maker back in the day. My goodness. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Thanks for stopping in. Normally, I'm not here on Saturday nights. Normally, I'm off doing old people things like playing rummy with friends. We've stopped playing D&D for a while. I think we're just getting a little, maybe not necessarily getting too old for it. It's just that we're all grumpy now, and everybody gets grumpy after a while. We'll just go back to playing cards. Old people problems. But that's why I'm doing this tonight. So thank you for stopping in on a Saturday night. I hope you're having a great time tonight, whatever you're doing. Again, thanks for stopping in. Hit the like and subscribe button, please. Well, up to this point, I can say things have gone, relatively well. I know a little bit more about the relationship between the EFB information, what does and what does not auto-populate from the EFB over to the FMC. Information you might want to have in the FMC, making sure all the Vspeeds are set right, fuel weight and management input properly. That's resulted in a little bit better takeoff tonight and not overspeeding through the climb. And we're still so high. I mean, we can come down now. Should be able to. Let's try it again. Just try like 5,000 feet and see what it says. Hopefully it still doesn't see it as 16. He did tell us to go back up to 21. Let's see what they say. Yeah, see, that's not right.
Request 9,000.
Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree. Maintain present altitude. Expect 9,000.
Maintain present altitude, but you can expect.
Altitude, expect 9,000. Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 89er 1 tree.
So they're remaking the Rockford Files, and I guess James Garner's daughter, Gigi, she seems to be really happy with it at the moment. Normally, I'm with most of you where you're like, it's unnecessary to do it, you know? Unnecessary to remake Rockford Files. And David Boreans from Bones and other programs, he's supposed to be playing Rockford. So either way, she's happy. I'm going to go ahead and reserve judgment at the moment on that one. You know, if she's happy, then okay. And speaking positively about it, No Life Jordan says, The Martian is better than Interstellar and nothing will change my mind. Go ahead and put a heart on that. Like, it's based on science. I don't know. I don't. No. Happy birthday to Jerry Ryan. Okay, nice. Insane drone show over Hollywood to celebrate Monarch Legacy Monsters, featuring Godzilla and King Kong, the largest drone show in history. Alyssa Lou's all over the news. Congratulations to her. A very talented and happy, bubbly young lady American. Good for her.
Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Contact Meredith Center on 128 decimal tree. Good day.
Going to 128 decimal tree. Kin Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. Mirror to center, Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, flight level 210. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, mirror to center, radar contact continue. Center, Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Request minus 1000. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Request denied.
What the hell does it think we're at?
Mirror to center, Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Request 8000. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Maintain present altitude.
Oh, come on.
8,000. Maintain present altitude. Expect 8,000. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
Come on. Let me come down. Speed. They're not giving me speeds anymore. $200. Flight level. This is where I've been running into problems, is having them get me down and then not overspeeding on the descent once we get under 10,000 feet. And got my fingers crossed. True airspeed 305 knots.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway tree approach via Tango Golf Zulu transition. Clear to Tango Golf Zulu.
Why aren't you bringing me down?
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway tree approach via Tango Golf Zulu transition. Clear to Tango Golf Zulu. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
Thank you.
Descend and maintain 8700. Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
All right, now do I do this? That's not working. Level change. Now we're picking up speed. Come on. All right, so I'm not getting this part here to handle the descent down. Yeah, it's going. Can I put in any speed brake at this point? I still don't think my procedures are right. I mean, maybe adding a little bit of speed brake and 2% flaps. But I don't... Again, I know something is wrong. Or maybe I just, again, wasn't there yet, but I don't see any top of descent information on this. And I know it should be there. Still picking up speed. Landing lights. Coming down like a bat out of hell. Don't like it. Oh my. No, 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 no. EGZ. 31, 5,000 feet. One. $7,000. That was a longer distance than I thought between here and TGC. It says it's still 103 miles out. I'm just jumpy and timid from these last few flights. Got me so darn wound up. $96 miles. Sorry for not sightseeing on this as much as I wanted to. I'm just so nerve-wracked about the whole getting the training right. Definitely have some more videos to watch. It goes, you know, you can watch it, you're like, aha, I get it. And then you get in here to do it, and you're like, I don't get it. No, I don't. No, Better watch that one a few more times. Man, Mexico sure is pretty, but dangerous. I would love to go there. I'd love to go everywhere. For sure. But Man. Even when I'm not looking for trouble, you know what I mean? One of those kind of things. It'd find me. It's weird how some places can still be very much like the Wild Wild West. Hitman. Kevin McLeod. Thank you for that, Kevin McLeod. I like that piece. Hitman. Some wild terrain. Auto brakes did not set an auto brake function. I wonder how, you know, these things move around an awful lot. I wonder what the power is on that thing. I mean, I wonder about clothing getting caught in that, or, you know, fingers getting caught, and it doesn't seem like a great thing to have exposed. That's where I want it. I want that armed. It won't let me come down anymore.
Started our descent to Angel Albino Corzo International Airport and expect to land in a few minutes. If you want to adjust your watch, it is 5:52 p.m. in Ignacio, Allende now, and temperature is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. On behalf of all our crew, thank you for choosing Mexico Airlines today. We wish you a pleasant stay in Ignacio, Allende, and hope to see you again very soon.
It's bringing me down, setting it to VNAV and doing an altitude intervention. We need to be at 7,000. I'm sure if ATC wants me...
Captain, we need to maintain speed.
Oh boy.
Knots until we're above 10,000 feet, correct?
Crap. Yes, that is correct. The throttle and how, again, you know, what are you supposed to be pressing at any given time along this thing to handle everything the way it should. So again, going to be watching a lot more videos or going over more that deal with this aspect of the flight. I feel bad about failing on understanding the VNAV button here. Because you're supposed to engage this in your descent somehow. And this is supposed to handle all the step downs. So you get very confused on, well, what am I supposed to be pressing? Press the wrong thing, now I'm overspeeding.
Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree. Descend and maintain 5500.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, well, I know that we're at least supposed to be at 7, so that's beautiful.
Kim Mike Alpha Echo 89er 1 tree. Acknowledge last transmission.
Descend and maintain 5500.
Yeah, they don't give us enough time, and then we always get binged for that. I mean, that's not right. It's not right. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of bings against my score. They're going to end up with all these missed air traffic control. And then I think on that earlier descent, I overjumped it, and I brought up the speed brake, and I put in some flaps, and probably going to ding me for operations. Either way, hey, that's... I could have done this entire thing outside of career mode. I could have just set up a flight and done it. But I feel anytime I'm flying, I want to be making those credits, because creating a company, or multiple companies, which I want to do very, very soon, requires lots of money. So anytime I'm flying around at all, even when it's just a matter of practicing training, I want to be making earning those credits, regardless of how bad it screws up my reputation, because I'm gaining experience. You can't always be a star and always have a superior ratings on everything. So just take it as it comes. If they want to take my reputation, I understand. All right. Daniel says, you're going to be sad. We were talking about Disney remaking the black hole earlier on X. Says, you're going to be sad to know that Joseph Kosinski, who directed Tron Legacy, had wanted to do a remake of the black hole in addition to doing Tron follow-up film. When Disney canceled the Tron follow-up, the remake of the black hole went with it when Kosinski left. I would think that, even if he left, he's worked for hire, I would imagine, and that Disney it doesn't matter if he left. Disney has it. Disney can do whatever it wants to do, and I believe that's their property. So I don't know though. It's nothing to get angry about. So I think they're silly. I would love to see Disney approach space and the black hole, starships, the Cygnus, the Palomino, and how they would just today's special effects. Because it was pretty mind-blowing back in the day. I would love to see them I want my brain to be melting. Maximilian was so frightening. They don't really even need to change much. I just really would like to see the graphic. I would really enjoy knowing more or a better understanding of the ending. And if there was a continuation, like whatever, the bad guy emerging with Maximilian, and where did they end up? How are they going to try to explain that? They go into the black hole because I don't believe you can get into a black hole. I don't believe this idea that a black hole is consuming everything and holding it inside it. I don't buy it. I believe a black hole is a toroid, and nothing can actually go inside of it. All the gravitational electromagnetic forces that are clustered together, spinning that close together, all of those overlapping fields create a void space that nothing can get into. You can be drawn to the barrier, and you can actually it's almost like being drawn into it, but the currents, the plasma jets that I believe connect one, I don't even want to call them black holes anymore, just toroids, but whatever. Let's just say black hole for this conversation. The electric currents that connect black hole to black hole to black hole to black hole. Right? So I don't believe that they might be getting sucked in, but you're not getting trapped. You're getting moved. You're moving in the ultimate superhighway systems, the areas of superhighway in the universe. All the other currents that extend from a large black hole are still very powerful currents that can move you and move information throughout space. But it's the black holes themselves that have the greatest concentration of juice to move you quickly between systems. So I don't believe, again, anything gets caught and trapped. You can get sucked in and moved. Who knows where you're going to end up? Do you remember those old early computer space games that you used to play, where one system connects to another, which connects to another, and you'd have to go map them out and build your map of star systems? Some would not connect to others, some would connect to others, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of the same way. That's the way I see things in space. I love those old games. So much fun for just no graphics. Okay. RJ, we should be... Okay, we're at 5. Approach. Set altimeter, approach altitude set, speed set, flaps as required, gears down, landing gear. Gears down. Go flaps 5. Let's go 1. $150. Let's go into approach mode. So we should be following this teardrop around and then coming into the runway from the south. Double check our chart one more time. We need to at least be at 3,400. There's 5,000 for D. 12 TGZ? ITGZ. Dang this thing. RJ131J 10 TGZ. ITGZ. ITGZ. Here. ITGZ. I can't tell reading these. I don't know what I'm supposed to be reading. Still are going to need to get down to 4,300. If they don't give us a come down from here, we need to come down to 4,300.
Mike Alpha, Echo.
Please let me come down.
Contact Tuxla Tower on 118.6 when inbound. Tower on 118.6. Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree.
Come on, come on, come on.
Tuxla Tower, Mike Alpha, Echo 891 tree. 9 miles southeast, inbound ILS Zulu runway tree approach.
Mike Alpha, Echo 8901 tree, Tuxla Tower. Altimeter 29902. Cleared IS Zulu runway tree approach.
All right, but they're not telling me to come down.
Cleared ILS Zulu runway tree.
3,400.
Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
$4,200. Localizer. Not getting our glide slope diamond yet. Yeah, we're totally missing some certain things. Approach. Still below it? No. Should be on it here in just a moment. 31. $34. Oops. No, 34. There it is. There's the diamond moving. But there's a way again to set the vertical nav button here and have it be on the glide slope all the way from descent, pretty much, or getting you there. Either way, we're here. Approach is armed, and it should now be taking over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It should have the glide slope. Okay, 140.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, wind calm. Cleared to land runway tree.
All right, I'm going to bring it down to 10%. %. Ah, crap. Another being on our communications.
Clear to land runway.
No.
Like Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
Constantly trying to think about what's going on. Their air traffic control is just in your ear the entire time. I mean, that's why you need a co-pilot. You talk to them. I'm trying to fly this thing. There's got to be a better way.
1,000.
What if she's incapacitated? Stop trying to bother me when I'm trying to land the thing. You gave me the clearance, now leave me alone. Both autopilots are on. All right, let's go 30.
500.
Speed brake is armed. That should kick in by itself.
400.
Auto brake is set to go, and then all I've got to do is turn the autopilot off and put the reverse thrust in.
300.
737 MAX has an auto landing system. Normally you're turning off your autopilot right about here and taking over manual flight down to the runway, but 737 says, we'll do you one better, we'll get you down, and all you have to do is just...
Approaching minimums.
So,
50, 40.
The moment I get nervous, it's...
10.
It worked. All right. Touchdown, auto brakes, speed brake activated. Throttle off. Reverse thrust. And we did it. Oh, come on. Come on. Slow down. Should have set the brakes more aggressive. Auto brake.
901 tree. Exit runway when able.
All right, we did it. Again, not perfect. Not perfect. A lot of questions.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, turn next taxiway.
Yeah, whatever. That taxiway doesn't connect. I have to turn around.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, turn next taxiway.
Come on. Like she's shut off almost. She's not reverse thrusting.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, turn next taxiway.
I'm trying to get it to do a reverse. That's something I shouldn't have to do. I shouldn't have to hit. So what's the problem there? I'm using a pushback command to make the aircraft go backwards to the last exit point. But we shouldn't have to. All I should need to do is put in the reverse thrust, and that should be enough power.
901 tree, turn next taxiway.
Oh boy. Yeah. Remember to set the brakes more aggressive. And that was in good conditions.
Kin Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree, exit runway when able.
I heard you. They're not giving us any option to, skip to hold short, so I have no choice but to do this. So, don't feel obligated to stick around for this part of the show. Maybe 5 minutes left till we get back over there.
8901 tree, exit runway when able.
I guess I just don't want you to see what horrible score I'm going to get despite all this. But stick around if you want to see the report card. It's just going to be filled with missed air traffic control communications. I still expect, because of engaging the speed brake, I got jumpy on the descent, possibly using the flaps at that point. Thought we were going slow enough to where it wouldn't be a problem. I didn't hear too much noise from the aircraft, but we'll see.
8901 tree, turn next taxiway.
A reminder again, if I'm not following you and you need to follow her, please subscribe and I'll immediately follow you back when I see it. If in this remaining time you just jump in to say hi, drop an emoji or anything, it allows me to quickly go to your page and hit subscribe back. If you have any questions or comments, feedback, captains. Feedback, captains. Feedback. I need your feedback. Please bestow some of your knowledge upon me. And if you can point out areas where I totally messed up and areas I need to look into it more, I'm going to be spending a lot of time tomorrow watching more of your videos to try to get it to sink in. I still haven't figured out to make it set. Get it to set top of descent, an automatic top of descent. I totally didn't get the VNAV button. I didn't understand it when it came down to it. I saw it and he made it look simple. And now press this. Okay. But either way, so I got to look into the approach button. I still feel this was very much better than part 1 of Descent into Madness. So ultimately, that's what it's all about. Learning. Never stop learning. Can I use a Shift Y? No, that's too bad. Let me see if I can try again. Shift Y. Go into the cockpit. No.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Exit runway when able.
Oh, this blows. I still don't understand why we're not getting good reverse thrust. It's like our engines went kaput on us. It went up, but it didn't go back.
Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Turn next taxiway.
Why?
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Turn next taxiway.
Wow. All right, so again, captains, if you know what's going on here? Why am I having to use pushback?
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Exit runway when able.
Why aren't we getting good reverse thrust? Turn off the auto throttle. Nope.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Turn next taxiway.
See, if I turn off there it goes. Reverse thrust is slowly moving us backwards.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Exit runway when able.
That shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's the autopilot's not on.
Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Exit runway when able.
That's just annoying. Come on. Wow, I don't know. Using pushback again. Autobrake is off.
Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Exit runway when able.
Disarmed. Speed brake is off. Flaps are up. Brakes off.
Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Exit runway when able. Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. Contact ground on 118.6.
One 8.6. Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree.
Kim Mike Alpha Echo 8901 tree. You were not cleared to take off.
I wasn't trying to take off. What the heck is wrong with you? Engine start levels idle or shut down, cut off. Anti-collision lights turned off. External lights off position. It ended before we could get through it. All right. How bad is the report card? It only gave us 3 missed ATC transmission. That's pretty good. Airline procedures, though, they weren't happy about that at all. I'm wondering if that's enough to hit us on our reputation. Let's find out. He doesn't look like a very forgiving boss. He's going to see if he takes reputation. I'll be darned. Oh, he actually gave us a pretty decent amount of reputation. Wow, I was completely wrong about you, sir. Thank you for acknowledging we made some improvement tonight. Okay. Do. Friends, Romans, flight simmers, family, thank you for joining me tonight. Episode 354, Descents into Madness Part 2. My lack of knowledge with the 737 has become a big problem. But we're getting there. I'm going to watch some more videos. Maybe we'll do a part 3 tomorrow. Start Monday fresh, understanding a lot more. Then there's another, we got to learn the Dreamliner. We definitely need a new refresher for the A320 to see if they've made any changes to that. See if there's anything else I wanted to say. Please like and subscribe as always. Every little bit helps. There's product pop-ups, so if you're interested in purchasing any of the versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Aviator version, the Deluxe Premium, or just the plain old standard version, and really, only if you want certain planes, I think that's the only other reason to get the other versions. They really don't, it's really not a matter of any more content or less content, as far as I know. I don't believe you have to get anything other than planes, maybe some airports. So if that's not a big deal to you, just the standard version is fine. If you've never flown before, don't know anything, start with the standard version. You have plenty of planes to learn how to fly. Okay. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will try to see you Monday. My schedule has been changing frequently. I'm kind of on call with regards to day job, transporting vehicles, and some days are really short and fast, just move one here to there, and others it's got 12 vehicles to move today. And I have no idea. There's no way to know. So I got to play it by ear. So hopefully, again, if I don't see you tomorrow, hopefully Monday around 2 in the afternoon is when I usually start. Thank you.